Thank you, Dr. Sanele, for joining us.
Thank you so much.
I mean, you are really one of the model citizens. You are one
Okay.
of the people that decided to join, a working group
Yes,
in
yes.
your own, capacity. This is like a
Yes.
civic duty that you
Yeah.
decided to take on. And I know you've done some research on climate change,
Yes,
or
yes.
the everything that's happening within that space.
Okay.
So maybe just help us understand, like, when we talk about climate change, or we talk
Okay.
about the challenges, in the climate context,
Yeah.
what is it that is really coming, from a South African perspective?
I was privileged, and thank you. I was privileged enough to have a conversation with over 400 young people. I'm still in that conversation, and part of the young people in 8 countries, including South Africa. In South Africa, what is emanating is that young people, some aren't aware, some are aware, but they don't think it's a conversation for them. They think it's something that is for older people. So that's why my interest was to look at the climate change communication for young people, because I'm seeing them dragging their feet. Because there are things that they are very much excited about. You can see them in numbers, but when it comes to climate change action, preserving the environment, they are dragging their feet. And what I wanted to find out is why
Yes.
is this thing not communicated clearly to you guys, and how we can do it. So that's the conversation out there. They are aware. This thing, they see it, they saw it in high school in one of their books, but it didn't click that these things were talking to them.
Yeah.
This conversation is for them. They have to
Yes.
partake.
Yes.
And I think that's what I want to drive, especially with this research.
Oh, awesome. So, okay. So climate change is here.
Yes.
Climate change is affecting you.
Yes.
How is it showing up? How is climate change showing up in our country?
It is showing up in many provinces in our country, where we've got heavy rains, we've got heavy heat, we've got extraordinary winds, we have got changing conditions of the weather. 1 minute the weather is like this, the second
Yes.
minute is like this.
Yes. Today it's windy.
Yes,
Yes.
today is windy. Even you will have places. I was asking how is Cape Town, and to my friends, they said you need to be prepared for a weather that will change 3 times in one day.
Sure.
So that's a sign that climate change is affecting. And part of my study, there was a question where I asked young people, how is climate change affecting young people directly?
Yes.
And they pointed out that they are affected. In one of the engagement, I'm now giving you some.
Please, give us a sneak peek. Give us a sneak
I was shocked that when it's too cold, women are affected when they are going to their monthly cycle.
Yes.
So I didn't even know.
Yes,
And
yes,
in
yes,
Lesotho, I remember speaking to young people. They indicated that they run lifestyle businesses, entertainment businesses. So they are affected when it's heavy rains and they can't go out and have fun. And school-wise, education is impacted by climate change, and young people end up not going to school because the infrastructure in many parts of the region, which is SADC, is not ready to deal with the
Yes.
climate change impact.
Yes, we saw with the floods.
Yes.
Yes, yes,
Many countries are exposed, including South Africa. And I think we really need to start driving the conversation, which is what I wish with this research project and joining the Y20 in the climate change working group.
Wow, you've really touched on something that we typically underestimate.
Yeah.
So climate change is going to have an economic impact.
Definitely.
Ah,
Definitely.
okay.
It's affecting, and you look at how much money was lost in KZN with the floods.
Yes.
And in many parts of South Africa as well, where businesses are destroyed. In KZN, we saw that in the millions, if not the billions, where infrastructure was damaged, people lost jobs. It's just that sometimes we don't speak about these things, but they are real.
Okay, so what do we do? What must young people do? Should they educate themselves? How do they, become a part of this conversation? How do they get ready for what's already here?
I see. What I did as part of my study, I decided to create what I call the climate change communication activists.
Oh.
People who are going to go out there and champion the conversation.
Yes.
Because I think, yes, we might not like the dialogue that is going on in South Africa.
Yes.
There are a lot of conversation around it, but I think the more we converse about something is the more people will start saying, hey, what is this that you guys are talking about? So I think young people read about this, be part of the conversation, be part of the climate change action as well. Don't only just read about and be aware, but ask yourself, what can I do?
Yes.
How can I play a role?
Yes.
And we need as many young people to play a role in terms of mitigating some of the challenges and making sure that Gunabantu who are living in informal settlements, who, when you say, hey, this place is not conducive, they think you are just chasing them away because they are not educated enough about what could impact you if heavy rains were to come. And so I think young people need to be part of those conversations and educate the elderly community so that they understand. Mangikhuluma ngesiXhosa, mangikhuluma ngesiZulu, ngeSiswati, kumama, kumakhulu, kugogo, they are more likely to understand than when they watch President Ramaphosa speaking about it on TV.
All right. So how do people become activists, or where can they, get in touch with these activists? Because now we are getting excited. Now we want to know more about climate change. We want to know, like, on a daily basis, what does it mean? Does it mean that I must recycle water? Does it mean that I must, when my mom is extending the house, they must use this type of building material?
Yes, I see.
Yeah. So how do they get a hold of these activists?
The first thing, if you have no idea, is to make sure that you find these organizations that they call themselves Green What. Just look around, search online, be part of those organizations, play a role in a smaller scale in those organizations. That's where you learn, you'll be exposed a lot, because someone will say, what can I do? I'm just Sanele. Whereas when you are part of an organization, it's better.
The numbers matter. Oh, and it's a coordinated movement.
Yes, it makes it bigger.
Well, thank you for serving out your country and for taking up this research.
I am very happy.
Is it published?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm giving you...
Okay.
It's not yet, so it's an ongoing research.
Yes.
We are doing it and it's exciting. It's very much exciting. So I'm happy as well, because I'm coming from a communication and media, not necessarily from a climate change, environmental science and all of that. So I'm also learning quite a lot, but I'm bringing the expertise of communicating, because as you can see, I'm a communicator.
Yes, you are. Okay. So what I like about this is, it reminds me when COVID came into the country.
Yes.
That first month, everyone was saying, no, COVID, into yabantu abaflyayo, not us.
Yeah.
So same thing with climate change.
Yeah.
I think for the longest time we've been saying, no, it's for the developed countries. It's for other
with
countries.
Industries and all of that. Whereas in Mozambique has an impact in the neighboring communities in South Africa. So that's why whether in Lesotho, that's what the young people pointed out. We are just a small country. We don't have factories. How are we contributing to whereas the neighboring countries, they are, and if you are not educated enough, when the impact comes, it finds you not ready.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Sanele. And we'll be looking out for your research. Yes, we will.
I'm looking forward to getting it published and going around engaging with people like you guys.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And then we obviously will have a full episode on this.
Definitely. Thank you.
Thank you.